What is the thing you are most afraid of in the next 5 years? Dementia. I fear losing connection with those I care about most. Loneliness. As a younger person, my worst fear is not being able to ever earn enough income to be able to hold a sustainable, let alone happy life without having to work myself to death with my partner and make them have to work themselves to death to sustain us. The staggering decline in competence. Not aging well. I fear losing sight of my goals and personal growth. I'm having my first baby in January. I'm scared of the next 5 years in general. I'm most afraid of missing out on opportunities for growth. Being disabled with no real family. I'm most afraid of losing direction and not reaching the goals I've set for myself. I fear losing touch with meaningful connections as technology advances. The steady decline of appropriate political elected official options. Mostly my health, but also World War III. Losing money because I never created my YouTube channel. So many things. I would say the death of my parents and grandparents. They're one of my biggest reasons to live. Having to put my dog and cat down. My dog is currently 8 years old, and my cat is 16 years old. I find that more stressful than having kids. Just a linear continuation of the way things are now. Finance. To grow up and achieve what I've wanted so much. Can you imagine that happening? Wow, it would be awesome. Half the country is going to be furious here in about 18 days. Literally 150 million people are going to feel like they got robbed. There's so much passion over all this, and many people have invested so much in the outcome. I'm afraid that we might see violence or protests that don't go peacefully. I'm afraid that as a country, we will trade one set of ideals for another, and it will be harder to live and the struggle will get worse. Environmental collapse / food shortages. Being single, alone, and with no family and friends. My parents dying sleepy face, sleepy face, sleepy face, sleepy face, sleepy face, sleepy face, sleepy face. Depression pushing me to the brink. Society in general. I work in healthcare and have several friends who are public school teachers. And in the last 3 years, we can all testify that people have gotten much more aggressive, disrespectful, and violent. Many of us are afraid to go to work every day. I'll be going into my 40s, so that in general. Alzheimer's, cancer, dementia, guns, heart disease, stroke. Glad you asked? War, honestly. The world's a scary place more so than ever right now, and I'm worried a gigantic conflict is on the horizon. That I'll still be telling myself, I'll start going to the gym next week. Man lifting weights, grinning face with sweat. My parents' health, world peace, relationship status, non-existent. Jobs, moving out, losing friends, smiley face. Staying single. I'm posting 2 things. 1, the polarized political climate getting to a point where populations break down and war breaks out. People are so passionate about politics and their team winning that they completely negate what it means to be a decent person, and they're willing to kill over it. 2, complete and total financial collapse. Savings and retirements of most Americans being wiped out due to government overspending, thus leaving majority of people without a means to survive in their later years. Also adding in the collapse of the Social Security system and the income our elderly rely on for survival. Failure. Dangerous anti-people leaders in most nations. How about AI? That I'm not as cool as when I was young. That there will never be any Puerto Rican girls that are just dying to meet me. World War III. The increasing chaos caused by more extreme weather events because of climate change.